Okay, so this is the invert update. I got a new invert today at the pet store, and I made enclosure for him. So, I'm really proud of the enclosure. But this guy's up here. He's only about 1.5 inches long. It's an Arizona bark scorpion. I'm going to throw the species name up there because I do not know how to say it. But these guys are quite venomous. You got to be careful when you're handling them. Or, well, you wouldn't want to handle one, you would want to manipulate it. I just kind of used a paper towel roll to pick him up. I got him to climb inside of it, and then I got it inside of the enclosure and let him crawl out of it. I got a water dish in there with a small sponge. And I don't use sponges in my tea enclosures, but I do in here because that's how the guy at the pet store had him. So why not? I got some cork bark for him to climb on. These are semi-arboreal, and I like the little bamboo bridge, so I put that in there too. In other news, it's just about time to feed the pumpkin patch tarantula. I don't know if you can see it there, but he's just been hanging out. I haven't even opened the lid to the enclosure yet, so this will be fun. And I have yet to figure out how to the best way to get the pinheads out of the thing of 500 of them that I bought. But what I did was I stuck a deli cup down in there, and I got a few of them in the deli cup. You might be able to see them jumping around in there, but I got at least one for sure in the 4. So, you know, it's very hard to keep all of them in there while you're trying to get a few out. But yeah, I'm gonna pop the top off of this, and I'm just gonna drop like a little drop of water. I'm gonna use this old water dish. There's still good water in it. I'm gonna use this to like drop some water into that so that I don't oversaturate the substrate. But I did get a new water dish for Shelob, so that looks cool. It kind of fits in her enclosure, which is like strangely set up, but she's just hanging out saying hey, which is usually the opposite. Whenever I try to do a feeding video, she's always in her hide. So say hey to Shelob. And then I don't know if you can see, yeah, you can see it. There's the purple pink toe doing good still, and you know, the rest of the folks that live here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and try and get a pinhead in there and drop some water in there. Okay, so after some hardship and thought, I got some of the pinheads that I put in this deli container to cooperate with me, and I got one of them in here. So I decided to turn the camera back on and show you what it'd be like to see this guy eat this incredibly small tarantula that I have. I did already put some water in there, and once again, this is the pumpkin patch baby. So I'm gonna get this with my right hand since I am right-handed. Oh, we got it. It did not take him long at all. What a good eater. Man, my G-Polka Pea Sling, he'll eat these guys live, but I haven't seen him eat them yet. But the smaller crickets that I tried to feed him before, I would always have to crush them, even though they were already small. But this guy just jumped right on that little pinhead. So if you can't get pinheads from your pet store, they are worth ordering offline if you have slings like this, especially one so small. I mean, here's my thumb next to the container that we're looking into. Yeah, he's a baby. But that was really cool. I'm gonna put the lid back on. And then I wanted to just talk about, I'll snap this back on in a minute, about a few things that you might want to have when you're dealing with tarantulas. You know, you always want to have tweezers. You know, I've got a big pair of these that are about 10 inches long, and then I've got some really small ones. These are really good. You always want to have something to catch the tarantula in. In this case, it would be the thing that I was using to feed him. And a lot of people would suggest using a paintbrush. Mine is here. And you find one with soft bristles, and you can use them to, it's wet right now because I used it to put some water on it and then put it in there. But find one with soft bristles that's not wet, and you can use it to, you know, tap your tarantula and see if it's in a okay mood. And, you know, it's so far so good. It's never failed me. I can always tell whether my tarantulas are really mean. This is the one that I have to worry about the most because she has some pretty big fangs. And you know, you always want to have, you know, just extra housing available in case, you know, there's mites, mite infestation, which, you know, knock on wood, I have not yet encountered. But, you know, those things do happen. Anyway, thanks for watching.